Morning, church. We hope and pray all is well with you. The Lord works in mysterious ways. That's a phrase. You may think it's from the Bible. There is a verse that's semi-close. Really, it comes from a 1773 Christian hymn by a man who was bordering on depression named William Cooper. We all would like to know what God's thoughts are, His ways. We study that in the Bible. But that seems elusive to us. The closest thing to that is Ecclesiastes 11:5. As you do not know the path of the wind or how the body is formed in a mother's womb, so you cannot understand the work of God, the maker of all things. Indeed, God is higher than us, different from us. We are made in His image, but we are a small copy. God tells us about His ways in Isaiah 55:8 and 9. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. We aspire to be like God, to be holy like God. We aspire to the example given to us by Christ, but we cannot become God. God's ways and thoughts are beyond anything we can comprehend. That is why, when He doesn't answer prayer immediately, says no, or answers yes in a partial way or other than we ask for, we're befuddled. But there are a few things we can be certain of concerning God's ways. One, God's ways are perfect. Psalm 18:30 tells us, as for God, His way is perfect. The word of the Lord is proven. He is a shield to all who trust Him. So when we are befuddled, when we're trying to search for what He wants done, when we're asking for prayer and not getting it the way we want it, that's a true faith question. Faith in that He is better than we are, bigger than we are, more perfect than we are. Second thing we know about His ways. His way is everlasting. Habakkuk 3:6 says, He stood and measured the earth. He looked and startled the nations. And the everlasting mountains were scattered. The perpetual hills bowed. His ways are everlasting. What we do is temporary, but His things are everlasting. And we need to understand that difference. A third thing about His ways, His way is unsearchable. Romans 11:33. Oh, the depth of the riches both of the wisdom and knowledge of God. How unsearchable are His judgments, and His ways past finding out. He sees the big picture of the entire universe, of our entire culture, of our nation, of the world. And we too often only see the myopic lens of our life, of our situation. It truly is beyond us to understand a lot of the things He does. A fourth thing about His ways are just and true. In Revelation 13:3 it says, they sing the song of Moses, the servant of God, and the song of the Lamb, saying, great and marvelous are your works, Lord God Almighty, just and true are your ways, O King of the saints. We aren't always true. We aren't always just. We aren't always right, but God is, and that's something to remember about His ways, even when we don't understand them. A fifth thing about His ways, He is faithful. This is a difficult one for us since our humans that we deal with are often unfaithful. We cannot even count on our relatives or our spouses for faithfulness all the time. But God is faithful to us even at times when we are not faithful to Him. 2 Timothy 2:13, if we are faithless, He remains faithful, for He cannot deny Himself. That's part of His being. A few other scriptures to help you fully comprehend this idea of God's ways beyond ours and trusting in Him and His infinite wisdom. Deuteronomy 7:9, know therefore that the Lord your God is God, the faithful God who keeps covenant and steadfast love with those who love Him and keep His commandments to 1,000 generations. Again, we get so focused on the moment. He looks down and sees what will be good, what will be right, what will be just, perfect within his plan throughout eternity. Lamentations 3:22 and 23. The steadfast love of the Lord never ceases. His mercies never come to an end. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. We can have a great adventure each day by just following God and trusting in God. But it very often will not be the way we would have done it. Romans 3:3. What if some were unfaithful? Does their faithlessness nullify the faith of God? Certainly not. We had a previous verse that said that was not true. Deuteronomy 32:4. The rock, his work is perfect, for all his ways are justice. A God of faithfulness and without iniquity, just and upright is he. That's what really depresses me about our current leadership. When we look at our leadership across the nation and across the world, there's no one just. There's no one who doesn't have an ulterior motive. It seems like everyone is corrupt. God's not. We should pray with the psalmist who said in Psalm 25:4, show me your ways, O Lord, teach me your paths. And that's what we need to aspire to, his ways, but also understand that some of his ways we will never understand. They're beyond us, beyond our limited capability. We can count on God's faithfulness. Can he count on yours? I hope you will take comfort in his faithfulness today and pray with him about yours. And have a good day.